All right, baby, let's go. It's me, Turbles Celbor, once again, playing, I believe this is part 7? No, part 6? Is it part 6? It might be part 7. Whatever. It's a part, I think it's part 7, of my playthrough of Victoria 3, trying to create an egalitarian society in, of course, everyone's favorite country, woke Belgium, which is 50% more woke than modern Belgium, which isn't saying much because it's Belgium. But let's just take a look then, shall we? So normally I live stream these on a good old place known as Hard Limit, but Hard Limit's down, so you know what we're doing? That's right. We're gonna do it here on YouTube. So I'm always posting these on YouTube. That's where most of my audience is. But I prefer to live stream on PeerTube because I want to believe someday that the corporate oligarchs won't control culture. Anyway, so you may wonder, why do I have Holland selected? And that was because when I loaded the game, it was already loaded, and I really, really want to do something to Holland. Also, did the interface change? I thought it was purple before. Oh well. Anyway, so let me just look at the laws really quick. We have women's suffrage, we have old age pension, we have no migration control, slavery's banned, all this woke shit over here. We got public health insurance, public schools, dedicated police force, homesteading. I think we actually have maxed out police force in the institutions category. We have. In fact, workers' rights were less of a problem. Wait a minute. Can I get oh, good, because worker fatality is a big issue. I keep forgetting about reducing dangerous working conditions. Everybody's gonna get rich where we're going. The economy, you may wonder, why do you have negative 10K? I have a lot in the investment pool right now, and I don't think I am producing enough construction to work the investment pool. So, disappearing interests. We have interests that are going to disappear, so we haven't done anything in Grand Columbia, and I have so many extra interests. I should probably declare some interests. Why do I have interests in Grand Columbia, though? That doesn't make sense. New England makes sense. I have locked in the Caribbean, Manchuria, Indonesia, Indochina, Niger, and Senegal. I can't choose these. I already have an interest there because my vassal's there. There's not... I can go pretty much anywhere. Well... I guess we'll call Central America. I don't really care about Grand Columbia, if I'm being honest. I don't even really need that, if I'm being clear. We should probably consider... No, we can't not consider those. So I guess we'll just care about Africa. And then... How much do these use? Do these use anything? We just have a lot of naval power projection. Oceania, South China, Bengal... Yeah. Yeah, it should be fine. I'm not really a big colonial empire. I'm just good friends with the Congo and guaranteeing their independence. Speaking of, company headquarters in Congo. Which company is this? The United Lower Force. Oh my god, they have their own... That's great. They have their own company, which is a rarity for what normally gets completely conquered by Belgium. What else they got going on? Oh, they got wood. They have 110 unemployed people. That's good. I really like those dye plantations. Those are going to help immensely. I don't care about disappearing interests. I could support more declared interests. Insufficient instruction for investment pool. Alright, well, then let's go ahead and... Dang. I guess Flanders will get one more. Well, let's do 2 more. Let's give ourselves some space on that. And then let's go ahead and you go up there so we can increase throughput. We need to reduce the price of food. Self-propelled torpedoes. Oh, boy. Yeah, that's my favorite. I love me some self-propelled torpedoes. Torpedoes? Are they pronounced torpedoes or torpedoes? Please tell me in the comments. Traditional torpedoes include basic naval mines and explosives attached to submerged spars sticking out from small ships. Modern torpedoes vastly improve on both these explosives by being able to move, unlike a mine, and do so under its own power, unlike a spar torpedo. So if you're not familiar, The very first torpedoes were literally like, yeah, they were basically just like a stick you would stick into the hull of the other ship. And you usually had to like ram them. The Confederates, actually, believe it or not, I believe invented those, but they sure killed a lot of Confederates with them. So I can't ding them too bad, because at least they were fighting the Confederacy. All right. Let's see here. We got reinforced concrete. Oh, shit. That would really help, actually. 33 months. But let's look at society. We haven't developed anarchism yet, have we? I think it's a late... No, we did. We did develop anarchism. We have mutual funds. I don't really want commercialized agriculture. Do we have cooperative ownership? Is that a thing? It's probably going to be under political agitation. Single party state, outlawed dissent, film for Arts Academy. Do not want fascism. Yeah, that's the fasciste right there, or however that's pronounced. Okay, so we do have collectivized agriculture, so we could do that, and we could do graduated taxation if we needed to. So we have the social stuff now. I have the military clout. I can get... Could research destroyers. Concrete dockyards. I'm gonna need that. And then we'll do reinforced concrete. The international trend of radical thought and revolutionary sentiments is coming to an end. Perhaps it is too early for us to agree on whether our attempts ended in success or failure. I would like to believe we have set in motion forces which will continue to advance our goals long after the fires of this era have gone out. Alright, so I seem to recall that there is a glitch sometimes where it keeps trying to end Springtime of the Peoples, but the event isn't present. And I want to say it's got something to do with using the cloud saves, but I might be wrong about that. Let's go to the journal. Establish the photographic arts as activated photographic art. Well, we do have an art academy. I believe they're level 5. Oh yeah, photographic art, baby. I'll construct additional pylons. I don't think there's anybody... Oh, there's a lot of unemployed people here. That's fine. Yeah, that's the trick. You want those unemployed people. Insufficient construction for investment. But we'll give it a minute to fill out the construction sector. Alright. Rubber discovered in North Borneo, not Borneo. Oh my goodness. I said it right so many fucking times earlier in this playthrough, and today I cannot say Borneo. Oh, Brunei. Oh, absolute theocratic monarchy, Brunei. Is it the same government? I really hope it is. I don't think it is, but I might be wrong. Who's the current sultan? Is this that guy's dad? Oh my god. Well, he couldn't be, but holy shit, 14. 14. What the fuck? I haven't played Crusader Kings. I know it's a lot more about rulers in that one, but this guy does not look 14. I guess he's an 1884 14. So he looks like a 27-year-old man. Look, the game is not about having good character graphics, all right? Man, everybody's really happy with me. I would like to do we have a treaty? We offered them embassy. Yeah. We're improving relations with them. Let's draft a treaty. What do you got? Honestly, I would love investment rights if you would also... They do not want this. There is no positives for the Qing. Why is there no positives for the Qing? Look, we will give you trade privileges if you give us trade privileges. This is not an equal thing. Why do you not... I wish it gave me more feedback. Base article reluctance. Oh, they have isolationism. That's why. So we're never going to be able to break through until they ditch isolationism. But maybe we could draft a treaty where they don't have isolationism. Law commitment. Canton system. Isolationism. Might I convince you to adopt protectionism? In exchange, we'll owe you money. Nah, that's not gonna work. What if I could break through with enough... Okay, I'm gonna try and break through with enough things to sweeten the pot that they can't not accept it. So here's what my deal is. We will... They have minus 81. I want this. So this is gonna be a stretch. Okay, but we'll do this. So we'll guarantee independence. We'll give you trade privileges. We'll owe you an obligation. We will offer no subventions on... You don't care about any of that shit, do you? Okay. How about no tariffs on... Yeah, you don't care about any of that shit either. Stupid Canton system. Don't want to trade with other people. Fucking... God damn it. Alright, what about goods transfer? What if I gave you, like, ammunition? Oh, shit. Actually, that worked out pretty good. I will give you guns. I will give you fine art. I will give you... Well, shit, if we're building out all that extra fine art anyway... Yeah, that's fine. Artillery. Yeah, none of that is good enough. They don't care about any of this shit. Ah, it's not gonna work. Darn it. They're too far away from me on this. So, let's talk to Dynam. Hey fellas, I would like to trade with you. I will... Whoa, you'll just take investment rights? What the fuck? Well, I could just guarantee... Man, Dynam knows a good deal when they see it. They're like, hey, woke Belgium wants to trade with us. Okay, I'm not going to give you more than that, though. Send this proposal. Dynam be like, yeah, that's fine. They have like hundreds of thousands of unemployed people. This is great. We're like, we're desperate to find unemployed people because we need that money. We want them to work safely and be paid well. But look, somebody's got to use this investment pool, all right? It just keeps growing and we can't stop it. Oh God, we still aren't hitting enough in the construction zone. Oh shit. Okay, build out the... Man, is there anywhere I can go with this? Okay, we've got like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's just max it out. Max out that construction sector, which has got to have just an insane throughput bonus. Throughput. What is our throughput bonus? Plus 15% construction efficiency. Steel frame buildings. Like, for real, though. Let me see. I want to reload that. Oh, no, not that one. Wait. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong one. That's why. Let's check it out. Yeah. It's just insane throughput. There. Now we'll have constructions. Did we agree to the treaty? I didn't even look. Alright, let's see. Louis Blanqui of the Intelligentsia. Oh my god, finally they got a communist. Supports the communist movement. Alright, there we go. This rapidly gaining popularity among the people. The radical socialist message of equality he espouses is proving especially appealing to the lower classes, as it would. Comrades, the time for action is now! Why should we toil and squalor while the brass goes rich and fat off our labor? Why should the meager pennies we earn go to the greedy landlord who tells us we should be grateful for our miserable shacks? Inspirational. And I agree. What the fuck? Capitalism is a pyramid scheme. That's literally, if you look at how it's set up, it literally is a pyramid scheme. I don't know what to tell you. Alright, so we're subsidizing wheat. What's our... Oh, we're like balls to the wall taxing right now. Okay, so that's fine. We're like, oh god, we need the economy to stay good. We gotta waste a lot of gold. Rubber has been discovered in Nigeria. State region now supports additional rubber plantations. I want to see if we got the treaty through. I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, we have an agreement with them. We can build in their beautiful country. And in exchange, they have trade privileges. Can I offer them an embassy? Is Dynam an unrecognized power? Yeah, it's an unrecognized power. Hey, Dynam, I would like to open another treaty with you. Okay? Here's another treaty. I would offer an embassy. Can I offer an embassy? Why can't I offer embassy? Dynam has an active earning recognition. It doesn't have that in its journal. Okay. Alright, so who else would it be? Holy shit, the UK conquered Thailand? Oh, God, why? Oh, no. I hope they're fighting. Yeah, it does look like they're fighting back. They're actually fighting back quite effectively. You go, Thailand. I hope you overcome them. I'm going to be your friend, Dynam, because I don't know what my relations with the UK are like. We're pretty cordial. I'm not going to fund their lobbies, though. I want to fund lobbies in Dynam. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, we're also funding lobbies over here, ain't we? In our own colonial adventure. Alright, what do we got? Arthur Spittle. Man, this guy's been around for 100 billion years, right? His labor movement. He's only 45 and he's Scottish. I remember he was kind of racist. Or he, like, opposed women's suffrage or something crazy like that. Arthur Spittle's attendance at a bourgeois fundraising banquet in Brussels has led to an uptick in funds promoting cultural exclusion. Now, remember, cultural exclusion is better than our current system of racial segregation. So, this is actually a step forward. Alright? But it does sound pretty awful when someone's having a gala ball in support of cultural exclusion. Right, so this is the same one as before. The clink of a coin. Nourishment for the body and the budget. Or vast sums of money flowing in and out of politics, you say. Let's just do it with this one, because I don't want Spittle to get grifter. This is also really... Uh-oh. The economy's improving. Shit. Fuck. Things are going very poorly. Alright, so let's see. I might actually leave the economy improving for a hot minute. Got an available decision as well. Wait, what's the available decision? Oh. Survey the Suez Isthmus. Interesting. This isn't gonna work because, like, I can't get the Spectre haunting the world because we are the Spectre haunting the world. The photographic arts. Greater than or equal to 5. Well, we have that, right? I thought we just had that. Look at buildings. Look at the Arts Academy. Oh, we're still 2 weeks out. Oh, it's still getting built. Okay. Because I think we're gonna get that immediately. Captured light and shadow. I wonder if we can make this film. Let's see. So I want to look at the Netherlands. Let's take a look at their diplomatic status. They're starting to lose traction. So we only have 1.8, but they are reliant on us for the economy, and the lobbies in their government are starting to get strong. The communist movement is becoming relevant. So is the liberal and labor movements. The socialist movement is relevant. Let me see what their domestic situation is. Let's see, the Dutch League. Controlled by the army and the petty bourgeois. Both of whom... Well, if you're gonna have one, the petty bourgeois is the way to go. because they're the ones with the clout right now. Okay. Establish the photographic arts successfully completed. The interest in photographic arts throughout the United Belgian states has spawned many new artistic movements experimenting with the technology. It could perhaps seem too harsh to capture reality as the human eye perceives it without any of the love or mercy of the human heart softening the image. However, by moving that responsibility from artist to the observer, we hope to make people more aware of the contents of their own hearts. Let's see, this should be the new tool of news reporters everywhere. Let's see, we should be used to capture the beauty of the United Belgian states, or we should put our efforts towards making these pictures come alive, which is kind of a weird thing to say. Let's go ahead and do technology spread. What's the available decision, right? So we need to make... Let's go ahead and do the Suez Canal expedition. The Suez survey. Oofa doofa, that's a lot of bureaucracy. $18-month survey with no fucking bureaucracy. That's incredible. Okay, well, we can handle 18 months with no bureaucracy. That's fine. Rubber has been discovered in Western New Guinea. Wait a minute! Western New Guinea, you say? Oh, that's Eastern New... What? Oh, yeah, that's right. My God. See, here's my problem, right? I live on the Pacific coast, okay? So the deal is that the west is this way, if you're on the Pacific coast, and the east is this way. And so sometimes it can get very confusing. Also, I like how Mexico has successfully held on to a lot of its territory. Good job, Mexico. Really, really proud of you for doing that. All right, let's see here. So we're building up munitions plants. Let's go ahead and let the let's let the treasury grow a little bit. The investment pool isn't growing as fast as I thought it would, but that's okay. We have hundreds of millions in the investment pool. Flanders is getting workshops expanded. Tooling workshops have been expanded. Backroom deals. Once on the fence with the issue, the armed forces' views on cultural exclusion changed overnight. I can't pronounce it. Something de Rhodes and Arthur Spittle as the names the... Okay, somebody names Arthur Spittle as the architect of a hidden deal. Backroom deals were all too common. Funding for this project, contracts to friends and friends, a special advisory committee on that endeavor. It's all the same, really. Grease the wheels of Imperium so it all runs a bit smoother. Sometimes, however, one gets the idea to profit from the greased wheels, and then the public catches on. After that, nobody gets what they want. See, stay focused on the law. Send word to the presses. Tear the corruption out, stem and root. Oh. No. Corruption is a tool like any other. I agree with Arthur Spittle. Yo, dude, who you fighting? The Zulu? I hope you humiliate Great Britain. I think we're seeing the Zulu War about to unfold, and I'm going to be level with you. At least I think it was the first or the second one. The UK, the only reason they won that is because they had the Maxim machine gun. Like, there's several instances where almost everybody got, like, totally killed. Actually, I think there was a couple instances where that happened because they ran out of the machine gun bullets. And so I'm just saying, don't mess with the Zulu, man. Especially not in the 1880s. All right, so we're getting there. How are we looking on the diplomacy front? Yep, starting to decrease. Starting to decrease. Overlord's army power projection under 5 times that of the Protectorate. Wait, how big of an army do they have? Wow, they really filled that shit out. How big of an army do we have? Yeah, we don't have that big of an army. When the bureaucracy's done, we'll start... Actually, we could probably just start building it out now. First, let's go ahead and upgrade all units. Upgrade all units. Yeah, there we go. I don't know how expensive this is going to be. Okay, East Java. So these are all in our protectorate, which is very good. Oh, British West New Guinea, Western New Guinea. East Java. Oh, wait, am I on the right one? That's West Java. Central Java. That's East Java. So that's in our zone. So we could start building out rubber plantations, lickety-split, if we want to. There's already one. There we go. Build out that rubber plantation, if you would be so kind. And while we're at it, let's analyze this guy's economy really quick. So, there's always going to be people, so that's fine. I don't really need to flood the fabric, but we could use more wood. Yeah, we'll just build out this wood zone. Representatives of the trade unions and the government have demanded several compromises in the enactment of cultural exclusion. These measures have already been condemned by supporters of Arthur Spittle as corrosive to the reform as a whole. The word of a mob in the street will not change the nature of national interest. We've chosen to stand by our principles and avert this government from making a terrible mistake. That is all. And that is all there will ever be. Increase the enactment time. Support of the trade unions is not worth the damage done. Spittle will complain, but we will act. So I don't want to improve. I don't want to improve the liberal movement. So I'm actually going to do that. Speaking of, where's Spittle at? That's Blanky. This guy's just a plain old dude, but he's beloved. He is a bit of a grifter, though. Which, that kind of sucks. Yeah, this is definitely... There was an update, so I'm wondering if that changed my situation. Huh. Now, let's see. I'm just noticing this is a different... I think it's a different top side. Like, I think the interface got reset somehow. Also, how's our standard of living looking? Because I feel like our standard of living... Oh, no, we're #1 still. Oh, good. Everyone in Belgium gets to enjoy delicious food while everyone else starves, I guess. So while that's running, I want to see where we're at still on the diplomacy sector. That's the real key. It's going to be a while before we change them over. I need them to get down here so I can make them my puppet. What is all this massive loss? Subsidies, diplomatic pacts, welfare payments. We're subsidizing the food and motor industry, so that kind of makes sense. Yeah, the construction sector is really hitting us bad, I think. Glass is very expensive right now, which kind of makes sense. Ooh, goodness. Come on. What is happening? There we go. It's saving again. Every time I try to do... I'm only able to do cloud save for some reason. I try to do it on the SD, and it just doesn't, like, do it. There we go. We're finally in the study phase. Rubbers was discovered in Malaya. Take me to Malaya. Oh, good. No, so we got that, too. Yeah, we're gonna have rubber for fucking days, man. It's gonna be great. We have a level 30 tooling workshop, and it's only the best in the world. Increase productivity, but lose... Yeah, let's do that. Still making oodles of money, but I really need this, because this would really help. Large numbers of Udmurt people have begun migrating from Russia to Gelre and surrounding states. Should I, like, be involved in this at all? Uncertain versus cocky. Y'all want help? Everybody's like willing to hang out with these people, but I kind of like the liberal revolt. They seem to be doing pretty good. They also have a higher standard of living for some reason. I gotta check out this country for real. Like, what? What? Oh, that's a lake. Okay. I was like, that can't possibly be right. So there's the liberal revolt, and then there's the main one. I guess that's... I don't know this region of Africa very well. Like, and it doesn't help that all of these are, like, part of Ethiopia, or not part of Ethiopia, or over here. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I really would help you guys if you were connected to the ocean. I do think... So we're improving relations. We're doing trade with them. Man, we're constructing so many things. We're doing them, like, all over the world, too. That's fucking crazy. Available decisions. Oh, I don't want to cancel the Suez survey. We're most of the way there. Look, the economy keeps growing. Everything's fine. We'll adopt cultural exclusion. What do we got? Industrial boom. Our glassworks in Flanders is reporting small production surplus in industrial goods. We should look into investing this back into the state. What more proof do you need? Industries are the way forward. We are now experiencing the second wave of the Industrial Revolution. Factories in every city, workshops in every town. We will soon industrialize the whole nation. I actually want to increase manufacturing and service throughput. A popular Wallonian newsletter has released a statement by Louis Blanqui endorsing several poets known for their sympathies to the intelligentsia's interest. So, they're still, hate to say it, they still aren't communists. The ideals of love and comradeship are present therein. Okay, yeah, we've seen this one before. Okay, so the idols of Wallonian culture stand behind our reforms and loyal supporters of the intelligentsia. Excuse me, no. We need as much support as possible. If I can get the nation to not have a dominant culture other than, like, just a general sense of Dutchness, I might be able to get this society pretty woke. Wow, our economy is struggling. Man of wars are expensive on the Belgian market. Okay. So let's look at the Navy. We don't need man of wars. We aren't buying them. Do I need... Let's see. Wait a minute. Let me guess. They should be torpedo boats. Yeah. So what we're going to do... Can we upgrade these? Upgrading monitors to torpedo boats, yeah. Well, then why is it saying that we need man of wars? Like, we could... If we need, like, one... If these guys need man of wars, which I suspect they do... What is their military situation in the Netherlands these days? The Klonkite... I can't pronounce that, and I'm not even going to try. Tooltip, please. There we go. Military group light ships. What do they got? We don't know. I don't think I have that info. We're starting to lower it, and it's getting faster. We need to increase our power projection. Oh boy, the Great Qing. They have a cautious attitude, and I could hardly blame them. We would like investment rights. You still will not give it to us. You know, Dynam's super into this shit. They're like, yeah, baby. Mostly because I want that silk. whatever. The Suez survey is going to be great. Backroom dealings exposed. Prominent members of the intelligentsia, outspoken supporters of cultural exclusion, and close allies of Jean-Baptiste de Huart have been exposed in a corruption scheme. Man, I just can never get over these names. Alright, so have been exposed in a corruption scandal, having exchanged political favors for personal gifts. One aid was all it took. One boy squeezing acne from his face in the right place at the right, oh gross, at the right time to overhear the howling laughter, smell the rich tobacco blend, and spot Jean-Baptiste de Huart's new golden cufflinks. One honest fellow's word to the right ears, and it was all uncovered. So, such is the nature of politics. Let's go ahead and continue. Let's see, that's going to get a setback. Yeah. Man, cultural exclusion is proving to be very difficult to enact. Mutual funds unlocked, which just increases the amount of minting. We don't get an extra publicly traded company, though, I don't think. We really need cheaper glass. What is the price of glass? It's not even that much higher than the world market, but glass in general is quite expensive. I don't know. Just increase the number of glass production facilities. It's like number 7 in Glassworks. It produces an infinite amount of glass. Mostly because we're producing bone china, because people want that shit. What if we were to offer you 100,000? It's like 100,000 art paintings a week. I feel like I could do that. Thank you for expanding the lead mines, Germany. What's their construction sectors like? Oh, they might actually have overall more construction than me. Which would make sense. They are bigger, but still. Alright. A lengthy speech by Louis Blanc took a wild turn after consuming a tainted drink with his oh, this happened before. Not to him, though. Man, we really need to stop these poisonings. Alright, so we should wish him a speedy recovery or scour the vicinity for assassins. Man, this is annoying, but Louis Blanc is now, like, insanely popular. And you know what? Can I make him the leader? Can I make you the leader of the intelligentsia? Whatever, I'm going to grant you a command, and I'm going to promote you. We're going to have to build out our military situation anyway. There's 49,000 unemployed people, which is good because they're all going to be working in the army. Ha ha ha. Oh wow, there's like hardly shit. Yeah. Why can we not do this? Qualifications. Oh right, because we've had a massive influx of like illiterate peasants. There, we'll do that. Fill out the ranks. I forgot about that massive group of illiterate peasants we have. Oofa doofa. That is so many negative, but that's okay, because again, we're doing balls to the wall economics here, so still at minimum taxation. I might dip into debt a little. No! Might dip into debt again. But I honestly am a little concerned here. I have almost 400 construction, and it's still not enough. Where are these being consumed? Oh my god, it is them. Look, Netherlands, I am not going to redo construction. Like, I'm not gonna, or ship construction. We are using metal ships, and that's the way it's gonna be. I mean, their defiant attitude towards me. Yeah, they think they're cool, but they're not that cool. There we go, Glassworks. Drop the cost of glass. A social club popular with the educated class has held a salon in Brussels with Louis Blanqui speaking in favor of cultural exclusion as an honored guest. That is indubitably the case, but have you considered what the reception of such a thing would be? Yeah, we've read this one before. Unfortunately, they need to add more events. This is my opinion. In the course of a single game, we've had a lot of repeats, and this is par for the course. Like, come on, guys. It's not that hard to add that many more events. And that's like one of the best parts of any kind of Paradox game. They seem to sort of encourage further development of these salons. They seem like they know what is best. Let's go ahead and actually use this. Our survey of the Suez Isthmus is complete. It would be possible to construct a canal linking the Mediterranean to the Red Sea. Next, we must acquire the land from Egypt. There's been long held a belief. We will make a suitable offer. Coercion is the simplest form of persuasion. It is now... We'll make a suitable offer. Why would we steal that land? We're woke Belgium. Okay. So, let's look at the journal. What am I supposed to do here? Well, Suez is here. Any building in Sinai is the Suez Canal. Let's talk to them and draft a treaty. Why not have investment rights for investment rights? Oh, they would agree to this. Suez Canal cannot be constructed in a foreign state. Well, that's stupid. It's so dumb. Whatever. Could I, like, have Sinai? Could I just, like, do a treaty with you about that? State transfer. No. Look, I just want Sinai, which sucks anyway. Oh, yeah. They're never going to agree to it. Well, whatever. Hey, we got synthetics plants. Okay, so now we can make dye in our own country, which is really good. The question is, do we even need it? Because... Again, like, we're not at war with the UK. We probably won't ever be at war with the UK at this point. And, like, honestly, our only real rival are these guys, and they're about to collapse. And then all we really need to look for is Big Daddy Russia to come over here. I realize it should be Mother Russia, but I like Big Daddy Russia. Wow, am I causing their food industry to collapse? That's fucking hilarious. All right. Let's see. Shipbuilding in Flanders. Market. I can't believe this fucking town right here is like... Bruges is technically probably the busiest port on Earth other than maybe like over here. In East Anglia. Alright, let's see. We need more power projection. Let's check it. We can make it even more. I need to increase my power projection. We're only at 2. And it needs to be 5 times theirs. So what we need to do is we need to really build out the army. Alright. Good news is we can afford it. And it's definitely going to be good. There we go. We got even more conscripts. And they'll go back here. This is like... This is the main one, if I'm not mistaken. conscription. Oh, fuck yeah, dude. 2 giant-ass armies. If all I had to do was do that, I'm gonna laugh so hard. Give it a week really quick to recalculate. No, it has to be real army. Yeah, dude, I don't know. Go to the Rhine, I guess. Oh, they're still recruiting. Yeah, build up a bunch of like Belgian regulars in the Gelre to remind these Dutch motherfuckers that the standard of living is higher in woke Belgium. So many job seekers. It's like wild because my construction is so high now that like I could build out like dozens of like barracks really quickly. It's just absurd. What was meant to, as a routine speech about the merits of cultural exclusion by Jean-Baptiste Duroit has quickly devolved into a public relations disaster for the intelligentsia. Oh, it's the fault of a poorly thought out proposal. Oh my god. You know, the intelligentsia is the one who keeps fucking up this shit. United States of America has expanded the trade center. Okay. Hey there, Netherlands. How we looking? Oh. Whether through the trust of our people or the truncheons of our soldiers, the United Belgian States has emerged unbroken from the wave of socialist agitation that threatened it. Yeah, because most of them are in government. They still saw the pamphlets sometimes. Decayed paper corpses trapped in the gutters, caked in soot and mud, bold red and black ink abraded through, by rough stones and rougher footsteps. The police had not bothered to pick them up, viewing them as an affront to their gloves, or perhaps realizing that their fallen remnants made more of a statement than their complete disappearance. A triumph for all of the United Belgian States? No, things will never be the same again. No, I don't like either of these options. Especially considering the Socialist Party, I think, is in charge. Right? The Belgian Workers' Party, which is, I think, explicitly socialist, is the most powerful part of the government. Whatever. That event, not well done, I should say. I think it's fine if you are doing a reactionary move, but I don't think it's fine if you're not playing it as a reactionary. Oil has been discovered in Friesland. Oh, good. I'm glad that we can get oil. What treaties you got? An investment treaty and a power block treaty. Okay. Neither of which are any longer binding. No one's guaranteeing their independence, so let's just take a look in the diplomacy factor. Okay, so they're still quite reliant on me. We're starting to increase our power projection. Alright, cultural exclusion is finally passed to the voting phase. An enterprising entertainer has arranged for 2 aging locomotives to run into each other at a local fair. The result, it's a crash at Crush! Alright, resulting in a collision may pose danger to the crowd, although that hasn't stopped a Matthew Lehman, leader of the Catholic Church, from declaring that he will have a front row seat at the event. They're crying out loud. Why? Why do you want to see the crash so badly? Honestly, I believe that somewhere in the makeup of every normal person, myself included, there lurks a suppressed desire to smash things up. Everyone enjoy the spectacle. Or, oh goodness, 25% chance. Forbid Matthew Lehman from risking his life attending this. Honestly, I don't need the Catholics getting stronger right now. Let's check how the political movements went. Yeah, there's not a lot of radicals in the country. There's 6 million loyalists. Oh, Hey, I used that for one of the thumbnails. An internal investigation has discovered that the government official received many gifts from an official received many gifts from this guy on behalf of the Belgian American Friendship Committee. The official leading the investigation and the details. The official leading the investigation details his findings. Does I don't know. Does Rhodes have no integrity? Among the gifts following was found: a half-dozen parcels of cloth, a carving knife, a pocket knife, 5 pairs of gloves, 23 barrels of salt, and a dozen bottles of Belgium's finest cologne water. Is not bribery in support of Belgian American Friendships Committee's cause? Is this not bribery in support of Belgian American Friendship Committee's cause? I would agree that that's bribery. But I will say the army, let's see. This guy should resign from the armed forces, and we should increase their loyalty and legitimacy. Because we're not that legitimate, because we bought the liberals into government, I believe explicitly to pass cultural exclusion. And I'm really doubting this stupid coalition government, especially when the socialists could govern on their own. But, like I said, they're too racist. They're too racist to govern on their own. Oh, no, that's the shit. We're just building. We're at insufficient construction. The army Belgium. Is that as it's pronounced? Whatever, this guy. Give me that guy. Get me this brigadier general who's got humanitarian. This guy is great, and I'm going to promote him. He believes in multiculturalism. He's now field marshal. Everyone hail this 43-year-old Flemish man be named Philip Krutz. Philip Krutz! Alright, well, maybe Philip Krutz will be the key to getting multiculturalism. Okay, we've increased investment in workplace safety. That's good. I don't know how big of a military we really fucking need, if I'm being honest, but I don't know. Build it up, I guess. Increase our power projection. Fusion and delay. Supporters of cultural exclusion among the trade unions, headed by Arthur Spittle, have questioned this guy. This motherfucker, he's always against it. What does this motherfucker actually believe? He endorses cultural exclusion. Publicly on the amount of time that is required in order for the law to pass. The government is, at this time, carrying out an atrocity through cold bureaucracy. It favors procedure over lives, paperwork over hunger. How many people need to... Okay, so he's saying that we gotta ram it through. Okay, that's fine. I thought for a second the guy who endorsed multiculturalism was opposed to cultural exclusion. Wait. I guess he would be. That would make sense. Let's see. How many people have to suffer the sake of the feelings of some government functionaries who have never felt a speck of hunger in their lives? Documents can wait, ladies and gentlemen, but the people's suffering cannot. The bill will be passed when the process is completed. Or, documents can wait, the people cannot. Let's do documents can wait, the people cannot. Let's do that. Alright. 44 days until we try to pass it again. Come on. At this point, the population is fucking insane. I have so many... Like, we're not even... Like, the culture isn't even, like, completely one... I don't think there's a single one that has a majority anymore. This is good. This is what I wanted. Because we'll have the Flemish, the Wallonians, and the Dutch all unify to create the monoculture. And then all the, like, minorities will keep moving in. This will be great. Just gotta get there. We gotta get rid of this. We gotta get rid of this racial segregation against, like, Germans. All right? It's not fair that the Germans have to, like, live in squalor. Good general knows not just where every bullet was fired, but where that bullet was supplied from and how many bullets are left. It's true. That's exactly why every general should be constantly counting bullets. Organizers affiliated with the Belgian supremacist movement have embarked on a focused campaign to inspire support for migration controls in Flanders. We've seen this event before, but I gotta say, fuck no. They must be concerned with far more grounded things. The Belgian supremacist movement. Fuck you guys, man. Yeah, we're Belgians, all right. Our country only came into existence at the start of the game, and we've always been here. Some shopkeepers have expressed opposition to the equal treatment of Dutch people. Under the cultural exclusion law, announcing they will refuse to service them. I don't want to serve these fucking Dutch people. It's easy for those politicians to draft their plans for equality and brotherhood, but I have a business to run. If I start letting in the Dutch, I'll lose half my customers. They're not bigots, you see, just good Flemish people who are used to things being done a certain way around here, and we'll keep doing things that way. Such discrimination is unacceptable. Yeah, I would agree, but this is, I think, gonna tank the law. I think this is taking the law. This is fucked. Man, this is so fucked. We've been at this for like 4 years. I would like to construct any state in Sinai. Well, show me the Sinai region. Is that a separate region or not? I don't know if that's a separate region or not. Any state in Sinai, which is just one state, an incorporated state of the Ottoman Empire, and this does not count. So I will not be able to build the Suez Canal without destroying the Ottoman Empire, which I do not wish to do. Maybe I should have just sneakily taken it, but this is woke Belgium we're talking about. Oh, what the hell? Why do we have so many levels of a sulfur plant? This is ridiculous. Here. I'm going to stop it from decreasing just a sec. I don't want to subsidize foreigners, though, so I'm just going to do that, and then they can deal with it. Alright, so let's check. I don't know. We gonna... Let's see. So the main deal here is I only have 2.7 for army power projection, and I need it to be higher. This guy has, like, too much of an army. That's the problem. So, let's see. We're at 39. We'll be able at 25 to do it. So that is... That's 14 times 10. It's 140 weeks. So that's like 3 years from now, we can compel them to become a lesser vassal. A so-called puppet state, if you will. The Belgian supremacist movement has begun a propaganda campaign painting South German people as criminals who will be allowed to run rampant under the new cultural exclusion law. Stupid Belgian supremacist movement shooting down cultural exclusion. Yes, I've read the pamphlet. It's nothing new. The South German are thieves. The South German are violent thugs. The South German culture is inherently corrupt, and desegregation will end the United Belgian States. So it's important context for those of you watching to know that while I am American, I'm 75% German, and guess what part of Germany my family's from? Yeah, get those fuckers. They did a genocide when they came to the United States. The picture of the South German man in rags, vaguely resembling my father. Has it ever crossed their minds that the reason so many of us live in poverty is because the current laws force us there? So we could reduce authority, and I'm going to do it. I need this law to pass. Mostly because I really, really, really want to advance to multiculturalism, but granted, when we started this law, which has been like 10 years now, there wasn't anybody who supported it. And that's like the lamest thing of all. Let's see. How are we looking over in Vietnam these days? Oh my god! Whoa! I guess Britain's making its move on the Great Qing. Oh my god. Well, maybe you guys would let me have a treaty port or something. We have like a treaty of friendship and understanding. 7 weeks, you say? The Qing articles. I want to know about the Qing. They're unrecognized, but I have given them an embassy. So let me see really quick. Well, I live mostly on hard limit because I don't know, I don't get a lot of traffic at this time on YouTube, and their hard limit's like more international in the sense that like it's based in the EU, so I get people watching. But that's okay. I don't know. I repost them all on here, but that's kind of the way it is right now. Oh my goodness, let's see. I would like to... What would I like to do with my life these days? Well, obviously, I'm not going to guarantee their independence, but you should give me a treaty port. You should give me, like, Shandong. No, I guess not. That's not going to happen. Well, enjoy getting totally turbo fucked by the UK. And Portugal? I don't even know why Portugal's in on this. They're like a nothing burger. Let's see. Actually, you know what? I will give you military assistance. In exchange, you should give me investment rights. Yeah, you're not going to agree to that. Maybe trade privileges? No. Company monopoly on tooling. They're not going to agree to any of that. Alright, well, that's fine. Hades 2 is really good. That's what I hear. I just haven't played it. I'm probably going to get it on the deck at some point, but I'm not quite there yet. And also, I'm out of the shot for some reason. That's weird. They're not going to agree to anything, so I will just give them military assistance to fuck the English, but I would like something in return. I don't know, give me money. Wow, they couldn't even handle giving me money. Isn't like, okay, I keep seeing a lot of memes. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, the first Hades definitely was like a very competent, like, hack and slash thing going on, but like, I will admit, it was still pretty basic. Let's just go ahead and see if the Great Qing will accept military assistance in exchange for money. They declined it. Well, you guys are fucked, my man. They've already taken Tibet. Like, this is the Lions. What's the situation in this war? Let's just look. Let's just take a look, shall we? 300,000 dead, 639,000 wounded, most of them in battle, which is fucking insane. That's usually not how these go. What else we got? The UK's definitely had a lot of war dead. 50,000. Is this war really worth it, Britain? That's a lot of dead people for you. Oh, man. But yeah, I don't know. I'll probably play Hades 2 at some point. I'm sure of that. I played through regular Hades. Outside observers, the intelligentsia may appear firmly committed to the idea of cultural exclusion, but behind this facade of unity, discord has long festered. Now, a clique of dissenters have finally had enough, and they officially broken with their fellow members over the issue of reform. For how long have we stood together? How many times have we lent a willing hand your way? Yet our own concerns are left unanswered, and our desires left unmet. If we shall not be heard here, we shall be heard so elsewhere. Alright, well, splitters, but the devil take them, or... Oh my god. Pay them. I'm not gonna pay... Well, actually, it's not that much. No, 11,000! That's a lot! Oh man, no, the politics in woke Belgium right now are like, fucked. Because I've got an issue with a jingoist army. I have racist socialists, which is a problem. And then I have the liberal movement that isn't as racist, but also hates all the workers. So it's like, it's just really hard to get anything passed right now. The last thing we passed, I think, was feminism. We got women the vote, and I thought women would really help, but we haven't had like a significant election. If I could get the socialists to flip on race, it would be fine. The problem is they aren't doing it. I think it's mostly because of, where is this guy? It's not this guy. And it's not this dude. He's just a moderate. Where is it? It's this motherfucker. He's like, he actually helped try to shoot down this law. All right, so let's go ahead and show me some communists, please. Radical, radical, radical. There we go. Labor movement, labor movement. Radical, radical, radical. So I don't really have anybody crazy, but let's see if we can find somebody who believes that black people are people too. Or I guess in this case, the Germans are people too, and not just Flemish people. Let's see. Reformer, no good. Reformer, no good. Radical. Let's see what you got. Wants a parliamentary republic, universal suffrage, protected speech, guaranteed liberties, public schools, neutral towards anti-strike laws, and the right to associate. Well, wow. Stance on labor associations. Well, not that great, honestly. This guy's a Luddite. Oh my god, I haven't seen a Luddite in a while. What do we got? Industry banned or isolationism. We're not doing that. This guy's a nihilist. Actually, this dude may be a good one to do. And I say that because I'm thinking about implementing state atheism. Which isn't very woke of me, I know. Actually, I don't know if I can implement state atheism. I think we have total separation. So I would like to get the new Colossus, but I don't think... Yeah, I can't do that with state atheism. I only need multiculturalism. Oh, of course. The Great Qing were like, fuck you. This is not going to work. I think if I get one more setback, the law is toast. I have a 7% chance of success. This is probably going to go very poorly. Bureaucratic imbroglio. Also, concrete dockyards. Okay. Unlocks modern port for port. Sturdy and cheap concrete allows for the construction of far larger piers that are able to support far heavier freight loads. Okay. Well, actually, that's good because we need to update our port, which is where? Down here. We now have a modern port. This is going to be a problem because it means we're going to have to buy oil, which means that we got to buy it from Fraceland. All right. Bolt action, trench works. No, let's go to production. We have threshing machine. Let's do reinforced concrete. That's going to help the construction sector. There's an oil shortage in the Belgian market. This may save the Netherlands from being conquered by me really quick. Because I want their oil. Actually, wait, you know what I can do? Tee-hee-hee. I can just build oil rigs myself. Why can I not build here? Oh, I have to invent pump jacks first. Okay, well, that's no good. Okay, lawmakers working towards the enactment of cultural exclusion have found themselves mired in a particularly complex set of bureaucratic proceedings, grinding the work of reform to a near halt. Grinding the work towards reform to a near halt. Man, I'm just like... You can tell I got ADHD because I just add shit in there all the time. Let's see. The fully developed bureaucratic apparatus compares with other organizations exactly as does the machine with the non-mechanical modes of production. That is to say, the teeth of its individual gears meet in a cord, or its gears will gnash and churn until it eventually breaks. Oh, man. We are losing so much bureaucracy on this. We have wasted so much... We literally are spending most of our state fighting this stupid fucking system. I'm going to leave it like this. No, I'm not going to leave it like this. Let's actually build some government stuff. How much taxation capacity do we add? Let's do 5 there, 3 there. Let's go. Construct, construct, construct. Hundreds of thousands of pounds wasted. Oh, Nigeria's just getting all the rubber, and I got nothing. So let me think. This is going to pass in 10 days. Come on. Insufficient construction for construction pool. Fuck. Oh, man. Are we still working on reinforced concrete? I changed my mind. We should get pump jacks. 33 months or 31 months. Let's do pump jacks. Oh, and for some reason, steel's really expensive. I don't know why that's the case. Okay, so now at least we have some bureaucracy capacity. Desperate allies. Wow, this is just endless. It just never stops. The proposal for cultural exclusion has sat in deadlock. Yeah, for like 10 years. 10 fucking years. The intelligentsia have advocated for enlisting Arthur Spittle's assistance in rallying the trade unions in favor of the government. There, upon the cusp of division, everyone sees that nobody has a majority yet. One by one, it dawns on them. The loose cannons, led by the most rabid dog of the bunch, have the votes they need. But who among them would be the first to climb off their ivory tower to win their favor? Make overtures to the undecided. Slander the opposition into oblivion, or forge ahead without them. Make overtures to the undecided. Oh my god, this is like a nail biter here, and it's been like 10 years. 10 years, it's like, oh, maybe we shouldn't discriminate against Germans. There have been reports of Jean-Baptiste Duhart, leader of the intelligentsia, not attending meetings or fulfilling his obligations. We can no longer ignore his absence. What is his belief? He's a market liberal? Yeah, fuck him. Let's go. Duhart barely even responds when we call his name. A blank stare. He almost doesn't blink. Let's go for a walk, we tell him, and he nods in silence. And in silence, we will walk. Wait a minute, how old? He's 56 and he's hated. Oh, that's great. Nothing happens. He could get the help he needs in an asylum. Or, he dies? Oh my god. He would have even less popularity. I'm gonna say send him to the asylum. Yeah, alright. So who's the new leader of the intelligentsia? A humanitarian. Heck yeah, dude. This is what you want to see. Why do I not have... Did I lose sound? Oh, that's on my end. I lost sound on my end because it unplugged itself. And by itself, I mean I unplugged it. Alright, so let's see here. Hold up, we got ever-increasing influence. Members of the Anti-Spanish Association. You know, okay, Belgian Supremacist League. Join the Anti-Spanish Society. Like, there's no harm in hating Spain. No one from Spain lives in the United Belgian States, and we have nothing to do with them. Alright, members of the Anti-Spanish Association have discreetly dispatched one of their number to amplify their mission in the United Belgian States' most widely read newspaper. The Anti-Spanish Association has calculated with utmost mastery the dissemination of materials to secure a foothold in both the political world and the public's imagination. With great satisfaction, a lobbyist comments, there's no denying that the number and reach of the newspaper is ever expanding. This approach is sure to reach influential lawmakers to favor our scheme. Or, let's see, this is ingenious, or this sets a bad precedent. And it doesn't matter because the petty bourgeois are worthless right now. Horrendous first draft of cultural exclusion as every faction clamoring to ram in their desired changes. Arthur Spittle has whipped up an immense public discontent in favor of a rewrite. Double pay on Saturday. Wait, this is for the wrong line. Double pay on Saturday. Do they think we bathe in money? And 15 minutes for a smoke break? Preposterous. Assured sickness leave would help blunt tuberculosis outbreaks. Pages brought fresh inkwells from every half-interested note-taker in the chamber. They're just, like, adding all kinds of shit. It's already a long day and promised to be a longer evening. Many more inkwells would be needed before this unruly child was put to bed. So one of these is 50-50. Stay the course, or do their thing. And I'm actually going to say stay the course. Increase the enactment chance success. We may turn around and do multiculturalism immediately, but look, we're gonna do cultural exclusion. Alright, we need more construction capacity because the investment pool doesn't have enough construction capacity. We are maxed out in Flanders. Okay, go. Build that construction pool. Get us up above like 500 construction, please. Is it enough? Oh, hello. Hello, lag. Just a sec. Oh yeah, I forgot I got the KDE accessibility thing on so I can see the mouse. Let's see. The Voice of Eindhoven, a popular newspaper read by the trade unions class across the United Belgian states, has published an article by Arthur Spittle advocating for the inaction of cultural exclusion. Putting out a newspaper without promotion is like winking at a girl in the dark. Well-intentioned, but ineffective. Oh, William Randolph Hearst. Offer our thanks to the publisher. Yeah, let's go. The trade unions are down with it. Come on, baby. Bring us home. One more voting cycle. One more voting cycle. Where are we at with the Netherlands? We're getting close. Oh. This is not good. They're starting to decrease their reliance on us. We need to increase the size of the army to terrify them into submission. Is this army, is this one maxed out? It is not. Let's go, baby. Okay. Wallonia needs some new recruits. Sure. We're just gonna get this insanely huge army whose only reason for existing is to help punish the Dutch. Oh my god, it took like 10 fucking years at last. The last 3 reforms have taken fucking forever. The state offers citizenship rights to people of all cultural identities, whilst considering a certain official identity to be paramount. Foreign cultures with nothing in common with your primary cultures are discriminated against. Okay. So this, right now, the most discriminated culture that's going to have, I think, is going to be the Afro-Caribbeans. So we're still not 100% there. Minus 25% sport for separatism strength. Oh, that's good. All right, plus 50 authority, which is going to impact my authority. All right, so we have a completely legitimate government, more or less. Let's go ahead and enact graduated taxation. And actually, can we kick the intelligentsia out of the government? Oh, yeah. Fuck yeah. Wow, that's going to pass easily. That's going to pass so good. Oh, no. The Communist Party. Oh, yeah. Armed forces are communist now. Fuck yeah. So we've got our tepid Socialist Party, we've got our Communist Party, we've got a Liberal Party, and we've got a Catholic Party, which doesn't have a lot of clout, if I'm going to be honest. Really, the only party of any interest right now are... Well, no, the Catholics are trying to hold it together. Probably have a strong voting coalition. Insufficient construction for the investment pool again. To avert the fears of the upper class with regards to a potential Belgian Workers' Party government, which, by the way, is 100% legitimate and easily wins every election. Arthur Spittle has carried out a series of meetings with wealthy influencers, stressing the importance of reform while still adhering to Belgian values. It is simply the case if there are no reforms to Belgian society, there will be a social revolution. I do not embrace this. In fact, I hate it like sin. But this is reality. You must see as clearly as I do, and so the question comes, how do we avert this? Reform against revolution, or try as they might, they will always be Reds. No, reform against revolution. I love this version of socialism where it's like, oh yeah, like we'll just do incrementalism changes, but we're actually gonna do the incrementalism. We're not just gonna say we're gonna do it and then never do it. All right, so now I'm gonna spend most of the budget right now building out the army, which is definitely gonna be OP. Glass is once again really expensive, as is wheat. So let's go ahead, and I don't think the private sector is going to respond to this very well. Let's go ahead and do only domestic. Can't do rice farms. What do people eat in Europe? Do they eat rice? I don't know. Tell me about it in the comments. What's this? This has only got 50% employment. Why is it so low? Well, I'm not going to expand it if it's like that freaking low. Like, maybe the price of wheat will help, but I'm not gonna subsidize foreign stuff. So, oh yeah, let's build up that military, baby. It's getting huge. We're getting close. I think probably another 20 or 30 battalions ought to do it. I know somebody got exiled by the German Empire for some reason. And we're saving, so hold up. Ugh, there we go. In their campaign for the upcoming election, the Liberal Party have directed criticism at the Catholic Party for allowing Olivier van der Linden de Hoogbust. Oh my god, these Dutch names are going to kill me. Among their ranks, pointing to his far-right views as an example of a party accommodating extremists. I would agree. I don't like the Catholic Party. They just want to undo all the reforms we've spent like 20 years trying to implement. They call themselves conservatives. It's in itself void of values and ideas, but something even worse has grown from within that void. Among their ranks, there are those who would not only stand in the way of our country changing, but would want to shape its future to their own delusional ideas of a past that never existed, prepared to use any methods to achieve it. Do not cast your vote lightly unless you want to take the first step on the road towards war and genocide. Oopsie, turns out we're still litigating the same problems of the 19th century just now in the 21st century. All right. Far from the traditional Belgian values they claim, or Van der Linden de Hoogvest is simply a dedicated patriot. Nope. I'd rather the Liberal Party split the fucking vote. Let's see. Let's check the election situation. Oofa doofa. Catholics. Increase the number of companies. I would like to found a company. It's not going to be very good, though. Paper guys? No. Military goods. Ooh. This actually is smart. Combined Belgian arms. Do I get any free charters? Trade rights? That would cost 0? Okay. You're going to have trade rights? Yeah. I don't want to give you monopoly rights, but I'll give you trade rights. Yeah, you guys go ahead and do that. Graduated taxation is failing to gain traction. Oil has been discovered in West Java. Our great nation. Seeking to turn the tide of nationalism in favor of the Liberal Party, Catherine de Sels, noted opponent of not making kids work in factories, held a patriotic speech at one of Brussels' parks. God, this lady. How old is she at this point? 53? Okay, so she's like still quite politically active. Nationalism here is often assumed, because she's like in the previous generation of people, or at least she was part of that. Nationalism is often assumed an unearned superiority of one's place of birth. It is easily mistaken for something approaching the lines of patriotism, but a sharp eye can spot the different. A sharper mind knows how to use it as leverage. All right, so let me see. What am I going to do? Increase the Liberal Party or increase Belgian? We should ensure laws are properly secured. Agreed. Build more soldiers. We are kind of like building a lot of soldiers, though. Yeah, really reduce that plus 16 value. Probably just annex them if I really wanted to. Where is... Oh my god, it's pink! Oh, it's part of the British Empire. It's one of the princely states, I think. I just want to see. We can go over there and see. God, there's so many of them. I've never played this as a princely state, and I think it would be a fun... That would be a fun playthrough. Let's see. Members of the Belgian Workers' Party have drawn attention to the rise of the Communist Party, expressing their willingness to offer a more moderate solution to their political extremism. Have you heard, let's see, have you heard of the dangerous Communist Party? I've been told that their members meet at night, plot their next terrorist attack, and eat babies. Babies! As someone who has done communist political organizing, let me tell you, that is 100% true. Absolute, that's a joke. My God, it's a joke. Of course, nobody eats babies. It ain't happening. Sounds a bit far-fetched, but the Belgian Workers' Party is still the sensible option. Thank God that they do. Oh my God, yes. Do I boost? No. We need the Workers' Party to head off the Catholics. Oh, but I could boost the communists. Wait a minute, and thank God that they do, being thank God that the communists eat babies. Yeah, those freaking fascist babies. Just eat them down. Yum, yum, yum. That's not how communism works. Okay. Saving cloud save. Done. Okay, so we are definitely experiencing some unrealized taxes. Why are we so low? What's happening? Are we like over-investing in our institutions? We're still going up one institution, but we have that minus 17. I don't always want to chase. Like, it's important to note, you should not always chase trying to do taxation. This is not... No. It's development. Where is it? So taxation capacity. My issue is not taxation capacity. My issue is bureaucracy. What's hitting me right now? It's mostly the institutions, but... You know what? Let's go ahead. We have a lot of unemployed. Well, they're not unemployed. They're peasants. Let's just increase the number of bureaucrats there. Belgian Workers' Party commanded 55.6% of the vote. The Catholics got 32. We still have righteous government. We could have a coalition government with the communists. So let's do that. These guys are patriotic, loyalist. They endorse graduated taxation, and they are jingoists. This is good. I want an aggressive communist party that's willing to liberate the people of the Netherlands. Okay. Currently 4.1. The army grows stronger. Again, with the minus 400. There we go. Man, what is going on? I know I have a lot of timed modifiers from trying to pass multiculturalism, but my God. It's also important to note, this whole time I've had minimum taxation and maximum spending, so it's not like it's that bad. It's like if I could plug any budget hole pretty much immediately. The far greater danger is overspending. Oh, my stream speed decreased for some reason. Interesting. Okay, graduated taxation is toast. Like, that ain't happening. It's cool that the communists were for it, but we've got bigger fish to fry. There we go. So instead, let's go to the laws and do the final one. The one that we gotta do to get the new Colossus. And 93% opposition. Wow. Okay. That ain't happening. We could, however, enact a council republic. So let's do that. So for those of you who don't know, this explanation is fairly vague. But essentially, how it works is everything is done by elected committees, right? So you have like an executive committee of elected officials. You have like local committees. It's an efficient way to try and scale democracy. I don't know if anybody's actually implemented a council republic in real life. I'm sure, given the nature of human history, I'm sure on small scales it's happened, but I don't know enough about history to know if that's been a thing. But I will say I enjoy the Council Republic as a concept. A Wallonian national awakening? What does that mean? A culture which reaches 25 fervor has a chance to start a national awakening. Cultures that have active national awakening will gain fervor whilst it is active. A political movements with this culture will have greater pop attraction. Okay. Okay, that's cool, I guess. Is that gonna be bad for me? What movement crashed? The Wallonian national movement was disbanded, and instead... Okay, so they no longer want independence from the United Belgian States. You know what, with us having the best standard of living in the world and all. We can just build fucking anywhere. We're building in Iowa. I don't think there's ever going to be a war between me and the United States. They don't have any unemployed people. They don't have any unemployed people. Dang. Do you guys have anybody? No, you're still growing, but everybody's employed. And they're also still growing. What's their standard of living like? I gotta see the standard of living map. It's pretty good. 17, 17. Better than France. I have a better... Well, you know what? They're not doing too bad. I need to make their standard of living materially worse. Maybe if I enact, like, insane taxation on them or something. Come on. 4.1. By removing the physical... Wait. By removing the physical labor aspect of threshing the grain, the steam-powered threshing machine makes farming much more efficient. This is good because we need that. Show me only domestic buildings. And I don't have automatic bottle blowers. That's fine. We don't have rotary valve engine? Oh, shit. We have a synthetics plant? What? Well, somebody built it, I guess. I'm gonna make sure with the wheat farms, let's do steam-powered thresher. Steam-powered thresher. Dynamite. Except we can't do that. I don't want to move it over if I'm gonna have like major negatives, because there's a lot of iron mines. No, not iron mines. Which one is this? There's a lot of coal mines, and they're in 2 different locations. These are all entirely owned by other people. That's fucked. Yeah, fuck you. Enjoy explosives, loser. Okay, so explosives are cheaper. I guess we should build out the Navy? Can I upgrade these things? I never know what I can upgrade and what I can't. So we really need dreadnoughts, which we don't have yet. Let's go ahead and add insufficient peasants. Let's add more of those. And then let's go ahead and once again increase the number of people in the military. I don't know. We'll build out this one, I guess. Good job, Flanders. You did it again. Unrealized taxes. Okay, we're starting to get down to the dregs here. Low organization in the Marine Royale. Well, that's okay. We'll just add another guy. Okay, so we're actually going to go, I think, into the negative, considering I think we've got 8 weeks left in the budget before we start borrowing money. It's not like a bad thing to borrow money. Running at a deficit isn't bad necessarily, but like, ooh, 21 standard of living in the Galray. Significantly better. I want to know if there's any like significant differences. Let's look at literacy. Now, everybody's pretty literate. In fact, they're more literate than I am. Ooh, I'm not liking the global map here, especially down here, all up in here. I don't know what's going on over here in Brazil and in the center of the USA, but they really need to get that literacy rate up. It's not good. Literacy has been kind of topping out, but thankfully compulsory primary school will help. Cannot construct the Suez. Oh, it's finally happening. And we still have negatives. This final institution that I'm trying to max out is proving to be very difficult. If I could just get rid of that stupid -17. Alright, for the first time in about 50 years, I'm gonna increase the budget by that much. Let's see. Go ahead, build those barracks. Oh yeah. Their ability to fight back is greatly decreasing. We're at 4.5. We're gonna have 5 times their army size soon, or at least the projection capability. Getting close. I think I need to build slightly more army. Alright, so let's go ahead and... That's pretty big, honestly. That's a very big army. It's very big, folks. Very big. We don't have hardly no peasants, so we can't do that. There's like no one who's unemployed right now. We're desperate for new sources of revenue. It's going to impact my standard of living, isn't it? Yes, it is. I raised taxes to pay for things. You know, you can just do that. You can actually, like, pay for things. It's weird countries don't do that anymore. They just borrow money. Alright, so man of wars are still expensive on the Belgian market because, you know, we're not building them, so we have to import them. Wait, if man of wars are getting expensive, this implies they are building out their military. Yes, they built 2 new ships. Interesting. I think they had 11 before. Whatever, we're gonna get that Council Republic, and then we're gonna vote to destroy them. Let's see. Minus 17. 10% administrative strain. When does that time out? Well, when does this... It's timed. When does it end? Large numbers of Nordestino people have begun migrating from Brazil to Flanders and the surrounding states. This is wonderful. This is amazing. Thank God. We need you to come here. We need you to work our jobs. There's like hardly... Okay, there we go. 1,000 unemployed people. Fuck yeah, dude. Let's go. Recruit, recruit, recruit. Insufficient qualifications for peasants. That's fine. Oh, this is great. This is wonderful. We're gonna get them in a couple of weeks. It's 1889. And what do we got? The possibility of turning this hilarious constitutional monarchy into a puppet state of a council republic. Oil has been discovered in North Borneo. Shit. I'm not going to conquer Brunei. I'm not going to conquer Brunei. As much as I would like to conquer Brunei, I will not do so. Actually, you know what, Brunei? I would like to draft a treaty. I would like to give... Wait a minute. Oh no, it's part of the British Empire. Never mind. Sorry, Brunei. I couldn't save you. Although I think my relationship with Vietnam is helping Vietnam. Yeah, they are able to compete on that market, but you know what we can do? Wow, that's just gonna let me do that. You know what, if this works and it just winds up being like a massive state investment, that's gonna be incredible. Do a promotion. The trade unions demand the promotion of Brigadier General Alexandre Rutten, or Rutten, touting his history of loyal and effective. That's the most American way I could have fucking said that. So many medals adorned his jacket that one could scarcely see the fabric beneath, but it was not yet enough. Chest puffed out with pride, the general smiled as he imagined the look on Krut's face when the field marshal learned of his imminent ascension. Their rivalry was legendary among the officers. I fucking love Philip Krutz. This guy is fucking awesome. He's like, I'm a humanitarian, I'm a communist, and actually no, he's not a communist, never mind, he's a humanitarian, and he's deeply Catholic. I love this dude. Let me see. Alexandre Rutten, pro-democrat. He's like a bajillion. Oh, he's only 52. He's not that old. Yeah, let's do it. Everybody was very pleased with this promotion, except for Krutz. Philip Krutz, who went home and cried. Oh. Where are we at on this? Come on, we're so fucking close. 4.5. Oh, we'll get you. We're gonna get you so bad. Look, there's always more room in the army. Oh, man. We already chewed through all those guys. We need our army to be 5 times your size. The petty bourgeois have activated xenophobia. Well, it's a good thing they're not culturally relevant anymore. Oh boy. Insufficient construction for investment pool. We don't have people either. I've almost got 500 construction. So many company headquarters. Wow, these guys own a lot of explosives factories. Oh my god, an error has occurred. Oh my goodness. An error has occurred and the application quit unexpectedly. A 2.9 megabytes crash. Oh my god. Well, this is close to the time I was intending to stop anyway, so I probably will, but I gotta send this report to Paradox. Let's see. An error occurred and the application quit unexpectedly. A crash report has been generated, which has helped to fix the issue in a future release. Crash report, 2.9 megabytes. Please tell us more about what happened just before the crash. I was just managing my country and looking at corporate building level portfolios when the game crashed. Simulation speed was at 5 and active, I think, and running, I think. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and send that out. Yeah, let's do it. A 2.9 megabyte crash report. That's really fucking huge. Your crash report was sent successfully. Thank you for taking time to help us fix this error. Well, that's fun. Hope I didn't lose too much progress. I'm going to go ahead and just call it there. It's good to be back on YouTube. I do enjoy live streaming on Hard Limit, as if you've been following this, you know about. But you know what? It's nice to see people on here. Let me know in the comments if you'd rather I stream on YouTube or on Hard Limit. I'm going to continue to cross-post on Hard Limit, though, no matter what. And as always, if your woke Belgium has 4 companies in it, it's very, very woke.